Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome to the Cold Hearts demo. Cold Hearts is a dating sim about dating fridges and other appliances. This is currently a demo, and there will be more appliances in the full release along with collectible fridge magnets. Cold Hearts Prologue. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Unable to find your place in this strange world? Yes, I too want to appreciate my love of fridges. Just no one ever gets it. Surrounded by people you don't connect with, doing daily tasks that don't seem to fit you. Hell, even picking groceries and clothes based on what you think a decent human being would choose. Living the life of an entirely different person, with no way to change it. This is my reality since father died. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for anything except a night spent lying on the couch with a bag of chips, watching TV, or week-long video game grinding sessions, perhaps recording it for YouTube at the same time. We only had each other, and father made sure I had both my wallet and a fridge full. He owned a shop with household appliances and I helped him out a few times, but I wasn't really interested in having a job. Is this how he gained his attraction to fridges? Like, all I had was a fridge. I wasn't paying attention when he tried to teach me how to pay taxes, or how to run your own company. I didn't even notice when he became sick. Suddenly, everything changed. It felt like I was being slapped in the face with reality. Sadness, grief, guilt. I went through all of those phases trying to accept the fact that he's gone forever. But I never really did. Maybe that's why I try to live his life now. I took over his company. Every morning I wake up, eat a complete breakfast and go to work. Selling washing machines, fridges, toasters, everything just as it should be, except for those sleepless nights. Oh yeah, this is definitely how it developed. When I try to sleep, dark thoughts haunt me, showing me the worst moments in my life, revealing endless anxieties and my deepest fears. Like when a fridge is leaking Freon, or when it breaks down and everything defrosts. How horrifying. I tried counting sheep. The only thing that really helps is a quick trip to the kitchen to grab something sweet from my fridge. And so we lived together in the harmony and balance of a regular schedule. Me and my fridge. Every night I come to visit her to ease my worried mind, and then I go back to sleep. Except for one night. The night when my fridge came to me. Day 0. Oh damn. That sounds like a fridge. Who's there? Doshio. Senpai, I see you've been opening me up lately. I especially like it when you insert items into me. Yeah. Silence! I'm sure I heard a weird metallic stomping that woke me from a never-breathless dream. My vision is still blurry after such a sudden awakening. I rub my eyes quickly to find the source of the sound. And suddenly, I see it. It's a little of a homely fridge. Could be a little sexier. It's just me. I'm not sure what's more bizarre. A fridge standing right in front of my bed or hearing a female voice in my bedroom. Acting pathetic. Oh, wait, what? What's going on? Who are you? Where are you? Show yourself, please. Such a weird thing to say to a random girl who's all of a sudden appeared in my house. One who may just be a psychotic murderer that's about to strike. What's he gonna do, fall on me? Actually, no, that'd be horrible. But I was never known for having well-developed social skills, even in the potential face of death, apparently. Hey, don't be so frigid. Actually, no, instead of a cute voice, let's give you a more accurate voice for your Doshio self. One that fits a cute anime girl. I'm right in front of you, master. Don't you remember me? There we go. I realize the voice is coming straight from my fridge. Alright, it's far better than any of the usual nightmares I get these days, but my imagination keeps showing me pictures of my fridge devouring me with its jaw-like doors. I need to refocus my brain, quickly. Why are you in my bedroom? Don't you belong in the kitchen? Oh wow, really, buddy? Really? We going back to that? Snap, I realize she's female, but it's too late to make my question less offensive. Jaw doors, here I come. You're right, master. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to help you. You come to me every night, so this time, I came to you. Suddenly the doors of the fridge open, casting a beam of light, driving away the shadows in my bedroom. Thrown by an unknown power, a bar of chocolate hits my head and lands in my lap. You know, this relationship can work out. It can work out. As if that's not enough, the fridge turns around and, to the dread sound of metallic stomping, it leaves the room. Now go apologize. Oh god. My floors! The wood! The scratches will never come out. I can't take this anymore. I sink back into the pillows, hoping to wake up from this dream. That was a weird dream. I hope I'm not losing my mind. This is one of those stories that has a real cold start. I scratch my head and rub my face, trying to wake up. I feel something sticky in my hand. As soon as I open my eyes, I realize something's wrong. It's a chocolate bar. My bedsheets are covered in something brown. It's not what you think it is. And so are my hands, my face in pajamas. I jump out of bed and quickly remove my clothes in a panic. I know stress can have many effects. I heard about similar disturbances in sleep, but this? If that wasn't bad enough, there's something sticking in the palm of my foot, too. Hopping to try and stay balanced and catch my foot. Ew, it's a dirty chocolate wrapping. I must have eaten it subconsciously while dreaming about that damn fridge. Oh yeah, sure. I know about sleepwalking, but sleep eating? That's actually a real thing. Does that even exist? What a mess. Clean the room and put the sheets in a washing machine. Is the washing machine gonna come to life now too? So you're like, I really like when you put your used boxers in me. I'm like, no! Hoping that the chocolate won't leave a stain, I get the washing machine going as quickly as possible. So, I hope nothing in here plans to talk to me today. I smile and blush, immediately ashamed of being amused by my own joke. I walk out quickly, trying not to overthink the fact that the washing machine sounded angry. Living without my father taught me to be frugal. Sure, I got this apartment in his shop for free, but I have no idea about running a business. Better safe than sorry. After discovering the melted leftover chocolate still in its wrapping, I decide to put it straight into my fridge. I can always eat at midnight, right? Is the washing machine gonna be a yandere? It's like, I saw a fridge in your room last night. I see the trail of scratches on this hardwood floor. I thought you loved me. You use me every once a week. Just because I can't store food doesn't mean I'm... Anyway, stepping for the kitchen door, I hesitate. I'm not sure if I'm ready for another interaction with my fridge. I realize how pathetic I must look like, afraid of my own household appliances. Microwave's gonna come to life. Fridge is gonna come alive. Washing machine. Car is gonna burst in, just like those commercials with the talking toy cars. So, are you in the mood to talk today? Maybe it's just a normal fridge. I tried to make that sound like a joke, but my voice got rather serious unintentionally. Hey, I just wanted to put this inside of you. Oh my god. Will you let me do it? I'll be gentle. Stack it very gently. Make sure the food is even so nothing just gets disturbed. I realize how that sounds and immediately torn between endless shame and a burst of laughter. My face turns red and sweaty. Of course. Please, do it. That same sweet, feminine voice definitely coming out of the fridge. I'm mad. I must be mad. Continue conversation. Bear quick save. I take a deep breath and decide to completely abandon finding any logical explanation for what is happening. Is it true? Can you talk? Is my own fridge talking to me? Oh, it's gonna do more than that. Hopefully we don't have a cold relationship. I've already used a cold pun today, but it doesn't matter. It's a talking fridge. I hear a warm, short sound similar to a quiet giggle. Hehehehe. It's difficult to call that talking, but at least my dear owner can understand me. Your dear? That's you. I try to serve you well. I hope. I just hope you see that. I wonder if I get burst out of here, I bump into the washing machine, dragging itself all the way over. It's like creeping around the corner and like looking at me. Of course I do, but please don't refer to me as an owner. Please, I didn't want to make you angry. Please forgive me. I'll never do it again. You don't have to be afraid. I'll do my best to take care of you. I promise. Her voice sounds so desperate. Like her whole existence depends on me. Her emotions feel real. But she's not a real person, is she? No, she's a real fridge. Do you have a name? No reply. Suddenly, the silence is broken by loud buzzing coming from the fridge. The same sound I hear at night. It's reminding me to buy a newer model to avoid the drone. Anzu. That's actually a nice name, Fridge. She said it quietly, in tone resembling more of a question than an answer. Depending on how you look at, those two handles can be eyes and the lower one can be a mouth. I can kind of see it. This is basically the little toaster, the VN. As far as I know, my father didn't talk with fridges, so she hasn't been called by her real name for at least 10 years. Maybe her original owner did that. I start to create all these theories in my head. No, wait. It's still a talking fridge. Stop rationalizing it. So, Anzu... Why didn't you talk before? Didn't I? Maybe it was you who couldn't hear me. Her voice sounds like she smiles, but there's some kind of mystery hidden beneath. To be honest, I'm not sure. I can't remember talking to myself before. What would I talk about anyway? The important thing, we can communicate right now. It's pleasing to be able to talk, isn't it? Oh wow, look at this one. You're my fridge. You should store my food, not talk with me. Tisk tisk tisk, pro tag. It certainly is. Who knows, maybe we can be friends. Friends? She said that in a deeply questioning tone, like wondering if such a world even exists. I can't help but giggle. I don't know if she's toying with me or she's such a weirdo. I slap my forehead, realizing how I treat her as a real person after a few minutes of conversation. Am I so lonely? Really? With a deep sigh, I let myself relax. Yes, I am. Yeah, friends. Talking with each other every time I prepare breakfast. Maybe share recipes if we know any. I smile to myself, shake my head and continue. Even if you're just a projection of my insane brain, we can learn how to live with each other. You can teach me how to interact with real people, and I'll buy you nice magnets. So the collectible in this is magnets. It's not a demo, but the full version promises this. My smile slowly fades away as she doesn't reply. Doesn't she like the magnets? I'm real. She screams so loudly that I'm sure my hearing will never be the same. I start wondering what my neighbors think right now. Her voice was angry, also a little bit childish, making me wonder if her soul is the soul of a grown-up. It's a lolly fridge. It's a very young fridge. It's only a 4-year-old model. That's what we're gonna find out. Oh no. It has so many layers of existentialism to it. But I don't think I've ever had a friend. I don't know what it's like. Here we go. It's not so bad. I didn't screw it up entirely, right? Don't worry. I can teach you. I mean, we can learn from each other. I'm sure it will be... buzzing. The real loud and really noisy buzzing my fridge lets out every night when I'm trying to sleep. And now it's there. Again. I can't think. I can't hear my... Can you please stop that? Nothing. No reply. I guess the conversation is over. What did I screw up this time? Well, I'll try again another time. I guess the fridge is really bugged out, and it just like sometimes breaks down mid-conversation. I guess that's kind of a Moy trait, you know, it's a little clumsy. Kind of like, it goes like, and then like, it locks out. About 2 hours later, it kicks back in. Shio. We live a very interesting life. Not as interesting as mine, but a very interesting one. I feel a little bit dizzy as I leave the kitchen and lean against the wall, breathing heavily, trying to pull myself together. I could keep telling myself that it's stress, that all those nights spent at work have finally caught up with me and that's the cause of these strange hallucinations, but that voice was real. And it sounded a bit like a certain video game character. Deep inside I know it well, but I try not to let these thoughts take over my mind. I feel like I'm hanging on the edge of sanity and the edge of tomorrow, in desperate need of distraction to clear my head. I should probably go to work, or at least decide what to do today. Maybe we should just live. Since the day my father passed away and learned, I've been running his business all by myself. It's a huge responsibility, but at least I'm the master of my own time. It's up to me if the shop is open or not. Quick save. Shazam. Just like father, I'm not a fan of this whole weekend idea. Why waste a day when you can be productive instead? So you can play video games. American pastime. Of course, I'm not a robot. Maybe you are. I sometimes take a day off to visit my friend Kazuya and play games just like we did in the good old days. It's been a while since I've been around, though. To be honest, I can't remember the last day I even took a break. That explains this whole fridge hallucination thing, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't have time to work and visit Kazuya at the same day. Being the only person running such a huge shop full of household appliances, I have to stay late to do all the paperwork and make sure everything is alright. There's barely any time left to read a book or clean the house. How did my father manage to do all this by himself? Why didn't I help him? It's time to decide what to do. Going to work to be the most responsible idea. That's what my father would do. I'm not feeling well right now, but there's no more sick leave in my life. I have to grow up and face it. Growing up. It also means not keeping everything to myself and learning when to ask for help. Like for my fridge. There's a dog photo over there. Sorry, it's a random thing I just noticed. Kazuya, my best friend, has always been there for me. So I should maybe tell him about what happened. Although I'm not sure how he would react to the fact that I can hear fridges. Maybe he could actually help me. Sometimes I prefer just to stay home and relax, but I'm not sure if I want to risk another conversation with my fridge. Why not? I mean, she's pretty cute. For a fridge? Maybe. Not now. I'll give myself a day or two to find out if I'm really insane before I start thinking about professional help. Let's not overreact yet. Save the game. A big choice. Let's go to work. There'll be appliances there. Hey, responsibilities! It wouldn't come as a surprise if I said I didn't like my job. Of course, no one ever forced me into doing it. But I've grown up enough to know I should be faithful to my father and accept his heritage. I owe everything to him, and even though he's gone now, I feel like I shouldn't let him down. The store is just a few blocks away from my house, and on sunny days I walk there to calm down and relax. Well, I mostly do that when my neighbors get me out of bed early, although last night was an exception. I actually overslept, so I grab my bike and get cycling. The bike's gonna talk to me. Thank you for riding me, senpai. It's like, oh no. I'm just paranoid. I'm appliance paranoid right now. Early morning rituals. Open the blinds and dust down the equipment. Sweep the floor. It's not a huge retail store, although the customer's area is just part of the building. The other side is a huge storeroom with my father's workshop, where we keep used and broken appliances. Fortunately, father taught me how to make minor repairs of household equipment, so I can always earn extra money by reselling some junk people leave here. Fascinating, right? Well, there is one thing that makes me a little more cheerful about coming here. And by thing, I mean person. Wait, that sounded wrong. But yeah, there was a certain girl in the neighborhood that left her fridge with me. It had broken down and she couldn't afford a new one. Damn. Fridge-chan's not gonna like this. I mean, Anzu. She was really nice to me when we spoke, and it's pretty rare for customers in a boring store like this to actually smile. Damn her smile. She's a little bit tomboyish. Always wearing a baseball cap with messy hair underneath, and damn that smile of hers. I haven't finished repairs on her fridge yet, but I like to imagine her coming here for small talk. Small talk about refrigerators and washing machines. What else can I hope for? This is boring. Bring back the fridge. No more humans. I open the front door and immediately get slapped by a newspaper, thrown by the paper boy. Thanks! Wait, what? Yuki Hana disappeared on her way to work last Friday morning. That's her. I sigh and peel the paper from my face. I peek at the cover, and suddenly my heart skips a beat. It's her. The baseball cap girl. 21-year-old woman missing. Yuki Hana disappeared on her way to work last Friday morning. She was last seen by her friend in the region in Tokatsu Bento near the local high school, heading towards her workplace at Soba HQ. Oh no, the fridge murdered her. Maybe. Or she's possessing the fridge. Both are equally weird. She was wearing a blue baseball cap, plain white t-shirt and blue jeans. If you have any information on the one, please contact the police at the phone number. What? She's missing. She was last seen near my store, so whatever happened to her must have probably happened in my neighborhood. But how? Nothing really happens here. We're probably the safest district in the city. I feel goosebumps all over my body. I didn't even know her name. Yuki. Oh dear, Yuki. Although it's pretty terrible, I guiltily can't help but feel a little excited. Nothing ever happens around here. You're awful. Hell, maybe I can ask around, talk to some of my customers, and help find her. I can already imagine next week's front page. Shop owner saves baseball cap girl. She also accepts his proposal. That's just weird. That's weird. Oh, look, Pa's charity. Me shaking my hands off the mirror. Boom! Ah, it's a good thing I don't have the weak heart. It almost jumped down my chest. I looked up to see the source of the sudden noise and found the delivery man bringing new equipment. He seems very confident in the packaging material, judging how carelessly he hauls the packages from his trunk. Oh, I know that feel. Hey, it's fragile! Please don't... Sorry, here. I scowl at him angrily. It's my scowl face. You can't see it, but it's scowling really hard. But he barely even reacts, apparently more interested in his phone than me. I sigh everything and ignore him while carefully moving the heavy boxes inside. Alright, what do we have here? 2 new microwaves, a used freezer, a blender, a few compact mini fridges, last year's models. Which one's gonna be the other appliance girl? Which one? I started unpacking, making sure the damn delivery driver didn't cause any real damage to the appliances. I can't help but notice a delicious smell. Something resembling strawberries and cherries, and pepperoni. Weird. Oh, I'm so hungry now that I think about it. Apparently last night's chocolate casserole wasn't enough. I need to call a takeout before... Who? Hello there? Who? Another heart attack. I can't have more than 2 per hour. My first reaction is to frantically look for all the new appliances. Maybe one's alive. Searching for the source of my latest mental breakdown. It's probably one of those damn mini fridges. Oh, I swear every one of you starts talking to me. Yeah, Dumbo. Behind you. I turn around and my jaw drops. It's Hot Pepper Chan. You actually look like a certain character but aged up. Like there's a very specific character that has a hot pepper representation. And you look like an aged up version of her. It's a girl. New customer probably. I fostered her way to Yuki merely to try some comparison, but I don't seem to remember her face anymore. This girl is radiant. Oh, you're so concerned, Protag. You're such a good person. What does the fridge see in you? They should come to me instead. Her perfume reminds me of something really tasty and... Oh man, she looks even more delicious. Wait, is she supposed to be a pizza or something? I use all my strength to close my mouth. Even more try to start a conversation. What can I help you with? My voice sounds so high-pitched and weak she may think I'm a hamster. Here, let me correct this, based on the actual sounding. What can I help you with? There we go. Oh, jeez. Yep, here we go. She grins at me like I've just told a good joke. Nothing. Really. Just passing by. Want to check all the cute junk you have around here. Don't mind me. She casually jumps away and sits on one of my precious Mecha Helper 3000 washing machines, kicking with her sneakers as she waves her legs. She looks around, focusing on each and every piece of equipment I have in my store. It's like I'm looking for a microwave. I'm a pizza, you see, and I need a good microwave husband. She leans towards the washing machine right next to her and proceeds to scratch at one of the manufacturer's stickers, still looking around curiously. I want to stop her from destroying my belongings, but her shorts are cropped so high, Is this all you have here, Dumbo? Your little paradise of kitchen junk? She leers at me, still scratching with her long polished nails. What a meanie. No, it's not. I have a workshop here too, where I repair everything that ever is taken care for. I try to make that seem like very important, honorable stuff to do, but she doesn't even seem to be paying attention. Suddenly she jumps off and comes closer to me, swinging her lovely hips as she approaches. Her smell overwhelms me. I can't... Are you coming on to me, or are you just trying to, buy stuff? Are you dealing drugs? Called love? Because I ain't buying. So you have any more of this junk in the back, huh? Any special backroom junk for your beloved clientele? I gulp very loudly. Oh dear. Don't screw this up. Gosh! Try my best to lower my voice as much as I can. It depends on what kind of junk you're interested in. I try to wink. Wonk. But all my face can do right now is something resembling a nervous tick. The flirty expression washes off her face. Now she looks like she pities me. No, please, no! Never mind, I guess. I was just passing by. Goodbye, men. Damn. Oof. It's Bear. Bear this way. Refrigerator Chan's a Bear character. She rushes outside and disappears out of my sight before I even realize what happened. I breathe heavily for a few seconds and run towards my washing machines, checking the stickers. Huh? She was scratching at us for some time, yet I can't see any damage. Good then. At least my equipment is saved. Can't say the same about my dignity. It's gonna be some Cinderella story. Fortunately, there were no other unexpected events throughout my workday. I tend to value normality more and more these days. Am I getting older or what? I close the shop, count the money, and clean up the place a little bit. The sun starts to set as a final sign I should probably go home now. But I really do that at this hour. Home means loneliness and nothing to occupy myself with except Let's Playing. When my father passed away, I spent whole nights in the workshop here, trying to focus on repairing appliances instead of thinking about how much my life sucked because of Let's Playing. The workshop is a special place to me, but not in a positive way. It's a place to spend time when I feel lost and depressed. The only way to keep myself sane and refocus my thoughts on something productive. My little personal purgatory. I open the workshop door and a cloud of dust hits my lungs, causing a bad cough. Damn, I should do something with the mess in here. I look around. A desk with an old PC, tons of repair tools obstructing its keyboard, a coffee mug with a cloud of mold popping out of it, boxes full of forgotten documents. The huge room is cluttered with old fridges, washing machines and microwaves. Some of them totally ruined, others covered with blankets resembling old sick people quietly accepting their fate. Wait, am I personifying items again? This is how this happened. Brain, please remind me not to do that. Smiling, I admit to myself that this company is far better than any other I've met today. At least they don't talk. Maybe it's because they're mad at me for leaving them here. Do they feel offended? Well, let it be this way. I enjoy the silence quite a bit. I stop smiling when my eyes focus on the fridge on the other side of the room. The blanket covering has holes, letting dust fall in as so on stop. I throw it to the side, coughing again. This fridge belongs to the baseball cap girl, to Yuki. I wonder where she is and if she'll ever come back for a fridge. Even if she doesn't. Damn, why do I even think about that way? Or it's gonna be, maybe we're gonna team up with the fridge to go track her down. Little buddy cop story.
I know you know something about the girl. Me and my partner here. My partner not so nice, she's the fridge. She got a real good freezer. I don't think you want to see it.
But anyway, I still feel obliged to repair it. It's not in perfect condition, but I'm sure I can do something with it. Let me just open it and see. It won't budge. I know I've opened it before. What's happened since then? Maybe it's the moisture in this place. I pick up some tools to try to open it using a little bit of force, but it remains tightly shut. I don't want to cause any damage, so I give up. Well, let's start the repair from the back then. My phone's ringtone is so loud, and it's loud in game too. I check my pockets in a panic. Finally grab the smartphone and look at its display. Oh, not him. Not now. Who? What? You're like some kind of fighting game character. And you're like from Streets of Rage or something. What are you doing in this world? Masato Ibiki, former business partner of my father, and now yet another pain in the ass I have to deal with. He doesn't just own the land the store stands on, but also invests money in it, all for a small cut of the profits. Considering the current economy and my credit rating, this guy is my only hope. A relationship worth cultivating, or rather one I'm forced to cultivate. I answer the call hesitantly.
Why, hello there. What a pleasant surprise. You actually picked up your phone.
Surprise? Surprise? I always answer your calls, you bastard. I can't say that out loud. I have to behave. So if you get angry, you won't get it. Good evening, Mr. Ibiki. How can I help you?
Well, I thought you know. Appears to me like you have a business plan for the quarter due to...
Tomorrow, yes, it's done already. Actually, I can deliver it anytime.
Splendid, alright. So how about you come over tonight in, let's say, 2 hours. I'll order some dinner, and then we can look at this plan of yours.
Are you inviting me out to a date?
You greasy, condescending son of a... Okay, that sounds wonderful, Mr. Ibiki. I'll be there on dot. Let's hope so. Hope to see you then. Click. We'll need to work on these sound effects. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. In and out. Keep cool. Calm and collected. Let's hope so, huh? Show up, I'm not taking my plan and shoving up your, Wait, what? Is there someone in the store? If I locked up before visiting the workshop. I look around. No one's there. Oh god, it's another fridge. Oh well, I'm hearing enough strange things these days. Let's pretend this was just an appliance acting up. Never patient for the workshop. Oh, they're acting up alright. And by acting up, they're getting really anime. Sorry, there's no cure. But that'll have to wait. Now I've got to make sure that I actually do have a business plan for tonight. Time to get to work. Time passes. Whew, that was exhausting, but I'm done. And I'm actually pretty happy with my... In fact, this was the perfect opportunity to use logic and reason along with my imagination for something really productive. It was fun. Damn, am I growing up? Anyway, I know Ibiki doesn't really take me seriously at all, but he'll have a hard time disagreeing with my plan. It will really improve the store's bottom line. I think this will be a successful evening. If I manage to get there on time. I've got to hurry. Mr. Ibiki lives in the outskirts, far away from the rush and noise of the city. The mansion lies mostly in the shadows, but still as impressive as I remembered. Well, you really are a fighting game boss. Unfortunately, it's not the time for admiration. It's 9:55 p.m. and for some reason I'd rather show up a half hour early for no more than just be a minute late. So I rush to the door, adjust my tie for the last time, and ring the bell. Bing bong. At first, nothing happens. I'm not sure if letting me wait is part of Ibiki's strategy, or if walking for the entire match just takes a long time. Maybe it's both. Boy, your style is really weird. I'm sorry. Let me just say this right now. Look at your eyebrows. They go off your face. It's like Dr. Monarch in here. But after what feels like an eternity, the door finally opens and I'm presented with Mr. Ibiki's smug smile. Oh god, the mouths are animated. That's surprising. Well, what do we have here? Welcome to my humble home. Oh god, that's disgraceful. Even for you, Ibiki. Thank you for the invitation, Mr. Ibiki. Mind if I come in? Oh, not at all. Please. Your fridge gonna be alive too? Very expensive fridge. It's gonna be the Ojo-sama. I have ordered some first-class sashimi. It should arrive in just a few minutes. How about we eat and talk a little about how things are going for you? How you've managed to settle into the daily routine, which is surely a challenge for you. After that, I'll have a look at the documents you brought me. I would like to punch you in the face so much. I'd like to thank you so much for inviting me to dinner, Mr. Ibiki. This sounds like a good plan. He shrugged off my compliment, which gives me time to take in the dining room, dominated by a huge table of places set for 2 people. Please, do take a seat. Thank you. I thought Ibiki wasn't married. Why would he need such a huge place? Well, I guess for him, it's not what he needs that's important, just what he can get. We start with some small talk. A warm-up for the battle ahead. Before we're even remotely done talking about how inappropriate the weather seems to be for his season, the doorbell rings again. Bing bong! Oh, it seems our dinner has arrived. I'll bring it over. If you'd please, head over to the kitchen and get us a bottle of wine, would you? I took it out of the cellar this morning and put it in the refrigerator. But let me get to it. It should be the perfect temperature. He waves over to a door which I assume leads to the kitchen. I nod and head towards it while Ibiki leaves the room. From what I've seen so far, I shouldn't be surprised. But I am. Everything in this place is massive and looks like you could prepare food for a whole army here. Everything is very modern, especially the appliances. And I'm pretty sure you got nothing from my store. Oh man, that fridge. We've never sold something as advanced as this. Totally out of the range of our usual customer base. Look at that thing's glossy black. Tall and some LED lights grace the front below the door. Probably useless, but hey, style over substance. Please now, keep calm. Our character really gets turned on by fridges.
As we speak, right now he's caressing its sides, getting his dirty, greasy thumbprints on it. I wasn't even sure who I was addressing, me or the fridge. I reached for the handle and pulled the door open, revealing a whole lot of almost nothing at all. 3 bottles of wine, some instant food, which I wouldn't have expected, and a lonely slice of pumpkin pie. I randomly picked one of the balls as I still don't know much about wine. Pretty sure that Mr. Ibiki could draw his own conclusions from that, but come on, it's not like you have to be a wine expert to run a store, right? As I reach for the door to close it, the door of the freezer compartment suddenly springs open. Startled, I step back and watch in shock as the whole area around the fridge is quickly swallowed by mist, caused by the temperature difference. What a powerful freezer. Shh, I gotta do something before I get in trouble. Who? And we wouldn't want that now, would we? I almost dropped the bottle of wine hearing this voice. Oh no, please, not again. As the blood quickly escapes my face, a figure emerges from the mist. Still just being a silhouette, I can clearly see the proportions. Wait, no, you're a woman. Wait, what are you doing in my refrigerator, Vian? Who? It's a woman, with waspy hips and legs that seem to reach all the way up to the heavens. Gosh! As she emerges from the mist, her appearance hits me like a blow to the heart. Smoky eyes and plum red lips framed by flowing hair. An elegant and pompous dress which shouts yet still emphasizes every little detail of a perfectly proportioned figure. Not breaking eye contact for a split second, she nearly floats towards me, almost casually hitting the door of the freezer with a graceful swing of her hips, putting an end to the continuous flow of mist threatening to engulf the whole kitchen. Are you Mr. Ibiki's wife? Maybe his sister? So you are Misato's little partner, Interesting. Very interesting. Her cold eyes seem to scan for me foolingly, sending shivers down my spine. The way she dresses Mr. Ibiki and the way she's dressed, she's clearly no maid. Could she be Ibiki's wife? May he be married after all? Or maybe his girlfriend? Don't just stand there, do something! Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Ibiki didn't mention. Of course he didn't mention me. How could he? That's alright. I'm Umi. It's a pleasure to meet you. How could he? What a curious thing to say. Why would anyone not carry a woman like this around like a trophy? She's stunning. She's still coming closer. Oh my. Not the most talkative type, are you? But a good selection of wine, I see. Be careful, though. It may go straight to your head, and I'm sure you don't want things getting out of control. Or do you? I'm electrified, unable to move. I notice that while she's running her fingers over the label of the bottle I'm desperately holding on to like a lifeline. I feel absolutely nothing in her touch. It seems— wait! Her fingers are clearly reaching for the glass. Oh great, it's a ghost. Even worse. This woman, Ume, is not real. The realization hits me like a slap to the face. Of course he didn't mention me. The way how she emerged from the mist. But she did close the door of the freezer. She's— oh God help me. She's another one. But she's also standing right in front of me. How is this possible? Is it the stress? Have I gone completely insane? Both? What do I do? Be outrageous! No, courageous. Damn. So are you the personification of a high-scale fridge? Like, are you a ghost possessing a fridge? Cautious and cold. Or courageous? Okay, she clearly isn't real, but that doesn't help any. I feel like a deer in the headlights, but I can't take my eyes off this beautiful beast. You have to excuse me. I have no idea how you're doing this. How do you do it? Do what? She looks honestly confused. Did I go too far? Did I hurt her? Wait, how could I? I didn't say anything wrong. Or did I? How do you appear like this? So human and... Oh, so you don't like what you see? Now, that would be a shame.
Oh god, I went too far. I have to fix it now. No, please forgive me. That's not what I meant. You look stunning, and I'm impressed. Don't say it. Yes. Damn it. Ah, now I'm no further ahead. I still don't know how a fridge is able to appear in a nearly human form right in front of my eyes. But at least I managed to completely embarrass myself. Good job! Oh, thank you very much, sweetheart. The smile grows. Maybe it's the LEDs on the fridge, beaming against the mist. I don't think she's honest at all. I'm such a fool to even pray for that. I think I should leave and try to cool down, if you know what I mean. Now, if you excuse me, I have a dinner to attend to. I turn around and storm out of the kitchen. I have no idea how long I spent in the kitchen, but luckily it passed unnoticed. Ibiki's about to prepare a huge mixed sashimi platter and my mouth starts to water. I'm desperately looking for something to keep my mind off whatever just happened in the kitchen, and this food just looks just like the most delicious escape I've ever seen. New message! Oh man, what now? What the? Honestly, your shop is really closed. If it was a smell, I could live here. Pepper Girl? I don't even... Who are you? Is this a prank? I put down the ball of wine as Ibiki looks up to me. Was Pepper Girl the washing machines or something? Maybe she was a microwave. Maybe they all can put personifications out except for the main fridge girl. So it's like, you either go for the ones that have the humanoid forms, at least temporarily, or you go for the traditional fridge. And, you know, the answer's gotta be you go over the traditional fridge. That's a canon route. Oh, there you are. I see you've made your choice. Interesting. Honestly, I don't care anymore. All I want to do is eat and get this evening over with. But it's not gonna be so easy now, is it? So we proceed to eat, and Ibiki immediately begins to interrogate me. So, how are things looking over at the store? Oh, pretty good. I can't complain. So I have a steady stream of customers, and they seem to be very happy. Oh, that's good to hear. I imagine it was hard to pick up where he left off. Getting acquainted with the customer base, digging into all this paperwork. No problems with it at all. No. You knew my father, he was an orderly man, and he treated his customers with the utmost respect. Continuing his work couldn't have been easier. It just needed a little bit of dedication. It was no big deal. I was a bit cold, yes. The way Ibiki fails to show any sensitivity towards the passing of my father is just downright pissing me off. I meet his eyes and I see his expression shifting slightly. Is that a spark of recognition? Maybe he feels he has to test me, make sure I'm not good for this job. And yes, feelings have no place out there. Maybe I misjudge his intentions. What's wrong with your hair? At the end, the dinner draws near, topics get more casual. Mr. Ibiki gives you up asking me about the work and I'm happy about it. Of course, there is still a business plan, but my confidence is growing immensely. Well, that was good. Now how about we have another glass of wine while we look at the project? Sounds good to me. As I grab for the folder from my bag, I suddenly notice a wave of mist coming from the gap beneath the kitchen door. What the hell? The freezer was... Umi closed it, didn't she? But wait! If she's just a figment of imagination, does that mean the fridge is still open? Oh no! Improvise. In panic, I look for my bag and suddenly pat my pockets. Oh dear, it seems I've lost my phone! Oh, really? That's a shame. If you lost it on your way here, then. No, I'm pretty sure I had before I went to get the wine. It must be in the kitchen. Oh, in that case. Would you mind if I quickly go get it? I got it from my father, and it's pretty important to me. I'm sure you understand, and please don't wait to start looking at my plan. I'm sure you'll find it satisfying. Very well, then. And so I rush to the kitchen, making sure Biggie doesn't notice a mist as I pass through the door. As I enter, I expect a godlike figure that is Umi standing in the middle of the room, piercing me with her cold eyes. But instead, the kitchen is empty. Even the mist is slowly dissipating as the fridge seems firmly closed. I step close to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. I run my finger along the seam sealing the gap between the door and the case of the fridge, trying to convince myself that it's not damaged. Suddenly, I hear a moaning and immediately stop. I look up and see Umi sitting on the top of the fridge, on top of herself. Oh no. God, that's so weird. Running her fingers through her hair, biting her lip in pure ecstasy. I immediately retract my hand upon realizing what I've just done. Oh no! Oh well. Oh, I have to say, you know how to use your fingers. I've worked with a lot of fridges in my time. Cracked quite a few of them open. Cleaned out the insides. Placed in the oils. Recharged the Freon, if you know what I mean.
And I'm being very literal. I'm blushing. Oh dear. I hope it's not all too visible. Time to act. Be swift. Stay cool. We're standing in front of a fridge and we just said stay cool. Be technical about it. Fridge is like technical. I like this stuff. This is how you flirt with fridges. You know, you shouldn't do that. You are built to keep your inner temperature steady, and playing around like this may overload your motor. It didn't work at all. She still seems confident, but I can definitely see her smile fading, even if it's just an almost unnoticeable nuance. Well, we might live on the edge, and I've gotta say, if anything, you played around with my temperature more than I ever have. Now I'm definitely blushing. I have to get this back under control. Get my eyes off her. Get back to business. Well, I'm happy to see you feel good. I was worried you might have a defect. Oh? Worried. That's a shame. I don't want you to lose your focus now that the talks of Masato are getting more serious. To be honest, I don't know what you want. Really now. That's disappointing. Well, if that's the case, hush. Back to work then. Her words hit me more than she probably realizes. Or maybe that's exactly what she wants. I have to maintain my priorities. Finishing this evening well is more important than anything else, and I must have stumbled because of her. Confident about my goals, I leave the kitchen. Mr. Biki's still studying my business plan. I nod towards him and show my phone, which of course has been in my back pocket the whole time, and take a seat next to him. You wouldn't believe what just happened. Maybe you would. No, you would. As Mr. Biki grasps the content of the documents I presented to him, he begins asking questions, trying to poke holes in my strategy. Alright, I just flirted with your refrigerator. We used refrigerator jargon. It was amazing. Despite the events of the evening, or maybe because of them, I managed to keep my mind focused and answer the best I can. With each answer I give, Mr. Biki seems more and more satisfied with me, even though I still think it's a long way until I can call this respect. Eventually we reach the final details of my plan. Pick up all the refrigerator girls. But I can't have a simple victory, can I? From the corner of my eye, I see the door to the kitchen opening silently. Ume leaning against the frame with a seductive smile on her face. What if Mr. Biki sees her? Can he see her? Would that be my problem? I can't risk it. The evening has gone so well and I can't let the refrigerator mess it all up. I clear my foot to get Biki's attention. Hey, I gotta go to your kitchen. Your refrigerator's running. Quite literally. Mr. Biki, I spent a lot of time talking about during the day. Would it be okay if I get a glass of water from the kitchen? Oh, of course. Suit yourself. I'll look over the numbers one last time. Thanks. Quickly I rush towards the kitchen and see Umi disappearing from the doorframe. As I enter, I see Umi is definitely up to no good. She's leaning against the fridge, her spine arched slightly back, flouting all the advantages of her upper body. We sure spent a lot of time with this refrigerator, compared to the others. With her head cocked to one side, it makes for a mischievous and equally seductive look. Definitely up to no good. She knows it. We both know it. It's time to confront her about it. Act aggressively. Maybe she likes that. Look, Umi. I don't know what you're up to or why. Maybe you're just bored and don't know what to do with yourself. But frankly, I don't care. This evening's very important to me, and you know that. I have no idea how you know it, but obviously you do. You won't be able to take this away from me, no matter how hard you try. Umi pushes herself off the fridge. Oh, is that so? You're cute, you know that. Of course I know how important playtime is for you. This is the point Manly makes a self-realization. He's flirting with himself in two different tones of voice. One being a refrigerator. And then Manly realizes his life is very interesting, just like this guy's. Playtime. You think this is a game? Slowly she comes closer, swinging her hips with every gracious step she takes. Of course it is. Humans love to play. First as children, then as adults. The only difference lies in the stakes, which grow higher and higher. And that's the most intriguing aspect. She's now standing right in front of me, her lips just inches away from mine. There is just one difference between me and most other adults, the fact you're a refrigerator. I try to find my voice. And what would that be? Ume moves her head, bringing her lips dangerously close to my ear as she whispers, I still have fun playing games. It's hard as hell, but I manage to keep my composure. Oh my dear, don't think you're the only one. But you know what's even more fun? And that fight for victory. To earn it. Having it all too easy isn't very rewarding at all. And with that said, I bid you a good night. As I back away, I see surprise dominating her face, although her smile seems unbreakable. She surely isn't used to defeat, but on the other hand, I feel I just proposed her with a new challenge. I turn around and leave the kitchen with a smile myself. Coming back to the dining room, Ibiki looks up to me, and suddenly I change my tone of voice. I'm no longer a suave detective type. Well, that looks good. Really good. I think I'll continue my investment and maybe add a little extra. There's some real potential here. Thank you very much, Mr. Ibiki. I appreciate your kind words. Your father taught you well. You should be proud of yourself. Now I don't want to hold you up for much longer. It's getting late. I'm sure you have another hard day ahead of you tomorrow. Oh, you know it. 2 fridges at once. Extremely hard. Crushing even. Here, let me bring you to the door. I'm not imagining that. Oh no. Should I call you a taxi? That's so stupid. And death. That's like really deadly too. That won't be necessary, Mr. Biggie, but thank you. Have a good night. 2 fridges. Maybe we're lucky we have a 4. So there'll really be nothing left of us. I feel that this relationship could somehow become much better. I don't know why it's so funny to me. As I climb on my bike, I feel confident. Laughing fits. Laughing fits. Happy and almost certain that I'll have a good sleep tonight. Oh, I gotta calm down. But it's okay. We're coming back. We're coming back. Okay. Yes, this was a good evening. Nope, it's too late. We're done for. Another night passed. The realization of what we're playing just kind of hits me. Like, it just takes this long and it hits me like a truck.